Hi, this is Anne, or Anne as they say in Dutch, and this is day 10 of my advent calendar project or experiment. I have a chocolate here in this little house. I'm gonna put the house aside for now and I'm gonna focus on this house number 10. I'm gonna open the house and I'm gonna pull out a little piece of paper with a tooltip or an inside. And what does the paper say? The paper says what you did get done versus what didn't get done yet. And this is something that is valid every single day of the year, but especially now as we are nearing the end of the year, it is extra important to pay attention to this. What typically happens at the end of the year, and it's happening now too, because I would say that more than half of the people I've been talking to are saying like, oh my God, it's so busy at work, so many things that need to get done, so many things outside of work that need to get done. And so I would say, let's say 75%, like 3 out of 4 of the people that I'm talking to have this like, oh my God, I'm so busy right now. There's so many things on my plate. There's actually too much on my plate right now. And what typically happens then when we have this busy day and we're doing all the things is that we start the day with this explicit or implicit list of things that we want to get done. And let's say today that I started my day with 20 items on my list, explicitly or maybe implicitly, all the things that I expected myself to do today. And so at the end of the day, I might leave work and think like, oh my God, I was so busy today and I didn't get anything done today. And I leave feeling bad about myself because I didn't get anything done today, because there's still all these things that I need to do. And instead of seeing the things that I did do and the things I didn't get done yet, my brain is only focusing on the things that I didn't do yet. And then it gives the impression as if I didn't do anything. And then I feel bad about myself. And so let's say I have a list of 20 items. I got 7 things done and 13 things that I didn't get done. And maybe that was because maybe some items on the list took longer than expected. Or maybe I already knew upfront that it was too much to do in a day, but still I was expecting myself to do it in the day. And so then I knew actually upfront that 20 would be impossible. But because I was expecting myself to do it, I end up feeling disappointed and telling myself like, oh my God, you didn't get anything done today. This was a horrible day. And then I leave work feeling bad about myself. And so this is where this is very important. Instead of focusing and allowing our brain to focus and over-focus on the things that didn't get done yet, it's important that we remind our brain that we also did get things from our list done. And so in my case, in my example, I could remind myself that I did get these 7 things done, and I could list them one by one. And if I would want to, I could even unpack each thing a bit more, especially the bigger things. I could unpack it a bit more and list all the individual building blocks of what I did. Let's say that I prepared a meeting. I can say like, hey, I read document A, and then I made an outline for a proposal B that I want to discuss in the meeting. And then I also reviewed document C that we will be discussing. And so instead of saying like, hey, yeah, I prepared the meeting, I can then say like, hey, actually I did this thing and that thing and that thing in order to be prepared for the meeting. And that is going to feel even more that sense of accomplishment, and it's gonna make it even more clear for your brain that you really got stuff done and that you really worked on things that were important to get done. And so if this is you and you have lots of things on your plate, and it can be at work or outside of work, and most often it's a combination of the two right now as we're nearing the end of the year. So whatever it is, stuff at work or stuff outside of work, all the things are going through your mind, and they are all things that you carry around with you as like, oh my God, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And so when this is going on for you, it's really important to remind yourself of all the things that you did get done on a day. Because the list of things that you didn't get done will be present in your brain on autopilot. Your brain will not forget, or you can make an explicit list of all the things that didn't get done yet. And that's not a problem to look at what didn't get done yet. What is a problem is that we forget to look at the things that got done yet. And so this is a reminder for you, if you have the feeling like, oh my God, I didn't get anything done yet today, or I didn't get anything done today, to take just a minute and to list all the things that you worked on, all the progress that you made, all the things that you did get done. All right, so that's it for today's tip, tool, or insight, and you can apply it right away. You can hit pause and you can just take a minute to list for yourself all the things that you did get done today, all the actions that you took, all the progress that you made. Just take a minute to list that for yourself. It's not just a fancy, unimportant thing. It's really important for you to do that for yourself, because it again gives you a more fair and honest picture of what happened during the day. It's as if we're having this glass of water in front of us. There's water in there and there's empty space in there. And what our brain tends to do, especially when we are highly critical of ourselves and have high expectations of ourselves, our brain will focus on the empty space. And what we want to do is we want to help our brain to also notice the water in the glass and to explicitly pay attention to that. And so this is today your invitation and reminder to do that and to look at all the things that you did get done today, all the things that you worked on, all the progress that you made. All right. That being said, now it's time for the chocolates. So I'm gonna open this box. Ooh, that one's really quick and easy. The other one, yeah, there we go, was a bit more difficult, but this was one of the easy house openings of the series so far. So I'm gonna unwrap the chocolate and we have, ooh, I think I know what's in here just based off of the, there we go. I think it's in focus right now. Simply looking at the shape of this one, there could be some apple in there. That would be my guess, but let's have a taste and see if I'm right or not. Yeah, this is definitely apple. I think I would have known that even without the apple shape of the chocolate. It's really sweet. There's apple taste, but then also there's a chocolate taste, but there's this crunchy thing underneath. Let's see if it's... This is my daily challenge. There we go. So there's the apple thingy and then the crunchy thing underneath. And there's something really sweet. Ooh, ooh, whoa. There's something really sweet in there. Really nice. Even though in and of itself, I'm not that big of a fan of apple taste, like apple juice. I like apples, not the sweet apples, but rather the apples with a bit of a sour vibe to it. That's my favorite apple. So I like apples, but when it comes to apple juice, for example, I'm not a fan of that. And so typically chocolates with this apple taste, I would not be a fan of it. But here again, it's really not overpowering. It's present, not overpowering. There's a crunch to it. There's a sweetness to it. It's lovely, again, as I say every day. So it's really a treat to be able to savor all these chocolates every day. All right, so this was day 10. I had the chocolate, I did the tip, tool, or insight. And so now I'm gonna say have a nice end of the day and see you tomorrow.